seen in game. Okay, so we are here now. This is the fifth game in the L Clan versus the Kebab series for the group stage of War is Coming. And this time we've got deathmatch once again. It's a best of 3 with the first 2 wins being the one to basically get the 5th point in this 5 game set or 5-point set. So once again, it's going to be Japanese and Persians. It's going to be the same every time for game number 1. And up to the very north of the map, we've got L Clan IGs. Not sure who this guy is, but here he is. And he's in purple, playing as the Persians. And over to the far right of the map, in the teal, we've got L Clan True. Again, not 100% sure who this guy is, but he is playing as the Japanese over on the right, losing a villager pretty early to that scout there from the blue player. And down to the very south of the map in the blue, we've got Melancholia, and he is playing as the Japanese down here. And over to the far left of the map for the Kebab, we've got I'm Kazva playing as the Persians in the red for the Kebab team. So we've seen this matchup quite a few times, and it's nice to see these guys doing very similar builds. It means that these guys are not just kind of like... The thing is with deathmatch that not many random map players have really played deathmatch before. So to have deathmatch games included means that teams have had to actually learn some deathmatch, and it's nice to see that similar strategies are being used each time, because it means people are actually doing their research and learning how to do it. The L Clan team, though, forfeiting possibly their good players. Like I say, I'm not sure who these guys are. And in fact, the purple player at the top having a little bit of a hard time against red at the moment. Red getting out some early paladins and killing off a few villagers back here. But now dying to the war elephants, those elite war elephants for the Persians coming out. On the bottom, though, the teal player is doing a lot better than... sorry, not doing a lot better. Yeah, sorry, what am I on about? The teal player is doing a lot better than blue. That's what I'm trying to say here. Coming in with a bunch of champions, cutting through this halberdier like a hot knife through butter. And he is coming in 54 population for teal now versus the 19 of blue. And the problem for blue is he has no villagers left. He lost them all so quickly. He only has very few military buildings. If you look at how he's built them, that's really messy. You want to build your military buildings close in towards your TC. You want to keep your villages nice and safe. And as a result, blue losing a lot of ground. He's not managed to get that castle up on the front. And he's down to 15 population, with teal massacring his units as soon as they pop out their buildings. For blue, it's over before it even started. Meanwhile, at the top of the map, there's not really a lot of action going on, but we've got that classic Scorpion and Nelly combination going on. And red is being, at the moment, neck and neck with IGS, but at the bottom, blue is already calling GG, and there you go, 6 minutes, and teal has won the game for them, and blue resigns. Is red sticking around? No, he's not. He's going to resign as well, but yeah, that's it. I mean, if you lose one of your players that early in deathmatch, it is over. And I've got to say, true that the teal player up to 109 population in 6 minutes. Not bad at all. A lot of champions out there. And blue just got crushed. I mean, the thing with deathmatch is speed. You have to have speed off the mark. You have to get those military buildings up as soon as possible. And someone in the chat said, X sub 14, Kebab just getting eaten. Eaten alive. Indeed, they are getting absolutely wrecked. So that was game number 1 for the deathmatch. Of course, it's a best of 3, and we're going to load up game number 2 straight away. There's no point waiting in between the games, because I mean, why would we wait? So anyway, we've swapped out one of the players for L Clan now. The south of the map here in the green, we've got L Clan Rage. Again, not sure who this guy is. Perhaps a deathmatch player, since these guys are making an appearance for the deathmatch element here. He's playing in the green as the Japanese, and his teammate up to the north of the map in the purple playing as the Teutons for the L Clan team. These guys are over to the west of the map. Over to the east of the map in the red, we've got I'm Kazva again, and he is playing as the Japanese in the red, and down to the south in the blue, we've got Melancholia in playing in the blue, playing as the Teutons, and again struggling. Those villagers getting taken out by the green scout. And if you look at the difference now between blue and green, blue has 3 stables up, green has 2 barracks up, but he has a lot more in production. His villagers are not dying, and blue has not managed to kill a single villager with his scout yet. And suddenly, 4 barracks, 2 archery ranges, versus the 3 stables of blue, and that's just going to increase. At the start of deathmatch, the real key is getting those military buildings up as fast as possible, as well as houses, of course, to support your population headroom. But in this situation, blue did not do that. He had 3 villagers building a stable, and that's a mistake. At the very start of deathmatch, you should have 1 villager per building. You should not have more than 1 villager building a building at a time, because they become less efficient every villager that you add. And as a result of that, even though it takes you longer overall, I guess, to get all of those buildings up, they go up. I don't know, I'm struggling to explain this. It doesn't take you as long overall, sorry, if you put 1 villager to each building, than if you put 3 villagers to each building and do it that way. It's an interesting element, and something that you really have to do in deathmatch, but this is looking bad already for the Kebab team. They're on 25 population for blue, 30 population for red, and 48 for purple, 52 for green at the moment. Green's got those military buildings up, and he is producing like crazy. Of course, the Teuton player going for the paladins here, that makes too much sense, and he's at the back of green's base now, looking a little bit threatening. But in the top of the map, purple here with a big advantage over red at the moment, a huge military advantage, and of course paladins are going to be very good against the Japanese. The Teutons, a good civ to play against the Japanese here, but of course purple's still not going to want to quite run in headlong into those halbs. Wait until he's got a few more paladins out first, and then adding in some siege onagers for good measure. Siege onager hype. The hype is real as those siege onagers for the Teuton player comes forward, and this is looking like a very packed army from red. A lot of arbalest, a lot of halberdier, and those siege onagers are just waiting for their opportunity to shine and to flatten hundreds of men in a single instance. Now, bombard towers are up for blue, and this is the nice thing about the Teutons. They do have a lot of heavy siege, they do have a lot of firepower. However, green at the moment massively outnumbering blue still, and as soon as he starts adding in some siege of his own, he might start to be able to push this down. There's the onagers. Oh, we missed it. I'm sorry, we missed it. It looks like the Teutonic Knights coming in for purple as well. 46 population for red at the moment, compared to the 99 of purple, and those siege onagers will not be stopping. And I missed that pretty quickly there. But those siege onagers coming in, of course, they're getting under range of the castle at the moment. That's a big mistake for purple. And although, yeah, he's laying down a ton of damage onto that castle, those onagers will go down. Got to be very careful of that. And I'm surprised he's still attacking the castle with them, just throwing them away. That castle taking quite a beating, and well, red massing up the arbalest. Oh my god, the shots are huge. 60 population down to 48 in an instant, and those onagers just laying down the damage. Down to 40 population now. My god, man, it's just mad. I love seeing the onagers coming into play. Melancholia adding in some onagers as well. Siege onager hype. But we got Samurai here from the green player. He's closing the distance there, trying to keep those onagers at bay. At the top, though, wow, not even bothering really with too much siege there. It's too much long-range siege, just taking the castles down with his onagers alone. And purple looking very good at the moment, but very slow to get on the eco. Purple really slow to get his eco running here at the moment. So just going to watch the onagers at the moment as they lay waste to Red's army. It's so difficult as the Japanese to do anything here. But at the same time, in the south of the map, green is looking a little bit shaky against blue, though blue does have half the population of green at the moment, but we cannot underestimate those onagers. You could lose half of your population in an instant against siege onagers, and they are doing some serious work, taking out those trebs and those arbalests at the back from green. And green's population literally just about cut in half there as those onagers lay waste to his army once again. Normal onagers coming out for the green player though, and that should be enough for now. But yeah, it's tough. It's tough going against the siege onagers like that. Castles are down for red though, and he's still massing those arbalest up. But those paladins can run in, act as a meat shield, and the onagers can fire from behind. Green a little bit slow to get his eco rolling as well. Not many farms or anything, but a ton of trebs coming up at the south for him. Now I'm just waiting to see some more onager shots on these arbalest. Of course, purple is moving into action. 99 population for red. And once these onagers have fired their shots, let's see how many he's got then. Oh, red just splitting them. into wide formation, and he did just lose about 10 units in that one onager shot, but blue coming up to support here, and this actually could be the opportunity that the Kebab needs to win a game from L Clan. I've got to say though that green is looking pretty good in the south. He's nearly population capped at 200, and for now, taking out those markets as well. So the trade here for these guys in the south is not going to be existing, whereas the trade from purple and green is going up already. Now on the right, purple's been pushed right back. He's down to 84 population. He's got less population than red at the moment, and red, as the Japanese, doing a great job of keeping purple at bay, using those halbs to take down those paladins, of course, and blue coming in here to support it, doing a great job. Now blue's trying to raid at the back of the map, trying to get into their ecos. There's no team wall from the L Clan team at all, and that is probably a good thing. At the south, good thing for the Kebab, but in the south, Rage is looking great. So many trebs here coming up and deploying, and he's got more in the south as well, just preventing the opportunities for trade here, which is obviously a pretty big pain in the ass. And they're going to be moving forwards, taking out those bombard towers, and it just seems like green has the numbers. He's got over 100 more population at the moment. But never underestimate the siege onagers, like I say. Those siege onagers, though, being taken down by the trebuchets, and that's it. Blue has resigned. He has nothing left back here, and I wonder what his eco was looking like at the end there as well. He still had a lot of resources, but he never got up to population headroom. He never managed to pop block himself, and he just could not get up to population there. I don't know. I mean, he didn't even seem to have much queued. I don't know. Blue just falling on flat on his face there. And once again, the L Clan team will prevail with a 5-0 victory over the Kebab, winning that deathmatch element with a 2-0 victory. So congratulations to L Clan. They did play that one very well. Of course, like I say, it was expected that they would take the win. Against the Kebab, they are a much lesser known team. They're a much less rated team, and L Clan, like I say, are expected to win the group, but it's been good to see them play anyway, and cast this set because you guys voted for it, and yeah, so thanks a lot for watching, guys.